she's gonna retire me.
Wow.
So if she retires me because she has a higher earning potential, and we can have all things we want, desire, needs, and help others, why can't she give me the soft life?
But it also can apply to the males if you want to lay around the house and have your woman do all the work. That can apply as well.
Welcome to Date, Affirm, The Real. Our live podcast talking about today's relationships and its effects on us all. Please welcome our hosts, Marcus Goodwin and Don aka Junior Lily. Let's get real.
Don, what's going on, brother?
What it do, Marcus?
Yes, we back for another Tuesday. Man, when last time we been on? It's been a few weeks, haven't it?
It's been a couple of weeks, man. We've been getting on this little vacay thing, just relaxing, man.
Yeah. So, personal challenge.
Yeah.
The ladies last week, they pulled out the 6 shooters and started blasting away.
Yeah,
how good they do their shit. Okay. you can call the man side, the man ego of me, whatever it is. What the fuck you ain't gonna do is keep outdoing me week after week. And when I say me, I mean us.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring some live shit.
I'm gonna bring the funk to them.
Bring it. I'm with this. I'm with the funk.
Yeah.
So with that being said, welcome to Date, Affirm, The Real. I'm Marcus Goodwin, and that's what?
Junior Lily.
Right on. So
yeah.
This is Date, Affirm, The Real, and we're here to set a little positivity on relationships in our Black culture. And speaking of Black culture, our title is "What the hell is Black love?" Yeah.
Yes, indeed. What is it?
What is it? What is Black love?
Really?
We got the Black power.
Yeah.
You got the Black girl magic.
Yeah.
What's the definition of Black love? We hear like, oh, that's an example of Black love. What is Black love? You got your phone with you, Don?
Yeah, I got my phone with me. Yeah.
Google what Black love is for me.
I'm gonna do it on the internet. I ain't gonna do it on my phone. Okay.
What you scared somebody gonna see Black love on your phone?
No, I just it's too small. I can just look it up right here. Black love. There's the first hit right here. Black love. What is the meaning of Black love? It encompasses romantic partnerships, familiar bonds, friendships, and collective commitment to uplifting and empowering each other.
Why couldn't that be regular love? Why can't it be any love? Why can't it be Japanese love? I'm about to say the H word. Why can't it be Caucasian love?
Because go ahead. Yeah.
Hey, no. Talk to me. I'm here. I'm listening to this.
Whenever we do it, it always stands out amongst our peers. Black love, Black excellence, Black power, Black pride, Black Panther. Black man, we just excel and do things at another level that people sit back and admire, and we have to stand out. Black is beautiful. We will stand out.
Okay, Black is beautiful. So, Black love means Black is beautiful and Black, and I love Black beauty. Is that Black love? In that case, hell, Jungle Fever is Black love.
You gotta go 6 levels below that, sir. That's just the surface tension of it. It's a culture thing. I mean, we got historical experiences that's rooted in survival, healing, resistance, joy. Is you getting that from Caucasian love? You getting that from Asian love? You may have, but it's going to be a different experience.
I mean, hell,
it's not going to be the Black experience.
Okay, so you saying all this experience? So I should say, is there such thing as Irish love? Do we? No,
yeah,
do we? I guess so. We love of potatoes.
Yes, it is.
Oh shit, I don't know, because we talking about love is the healing and this and that, but let's dig down for real. Matter of fact,
sure.
let's let's put some dirt back on this hole that you digging, right? Of
Okay.
this uncovering.
Yeah.
What is black love in 2025? I forgot what year it was.
Wow.
What would you call black love in 2025?
What would I would call it?
Matter of fact, everybody, whoever's online right now, tell me what is black love in 2025? I want to know because I thought I know what it was. Go ahead, talk to me, Don.
It's an act of resistance, loving openly, deeply, and internationally in a society built on anti-blackness in a radical form. That's what it is in 2025 because we're getting persecuted beyond what was happening before. We're being called out. We're being excluded on a whole nother level, and our black love still stands the test of time.
All right,
through that thick and thin.
So we said, hold on. I gotta let me post this comment real quick.
Sure.
So I can start this shit up if I get my mind right because this black love.
Yeah.
I experience, like, God dang it, I experience love as being black, but I want to know am I experiencing authentic black love?
You are. You should be. Shit, you black. Yeah.
Okay. You know I'm wrong with that shit, right? You know I ain't shit. All right. So I'm black.
Right.
I'm in love. If I go love a white woman, is it still black love?
It's more like jungle fever, like you said. half black love, half Caucasian love.
I mean, so we're gonna call walk around so gray love?
Oh no, that's not even category. But you bring up a good point there because if black love pertains to black people, but then there are those of mixed culture, mixed races, can they still be perceived as black love? Can they still claim black love? Can they still indicate the culture, or is it they just in love with a black person?
Exactly. So all right. So real quick. So let me put a comment up. So love breed love for me. For me, black love is self-love, support for my people.
There we go.
All right. So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
I got this. I won't just throw out a white woman. We'll say I have a woman that's other.
Okay. You filling out an application now?
Yeah, the other.
For 1%.
And she's and I'm more of a pro-black person.
Yeah.
And she's supporting me in everything I do.
Yeah.
She said, "Hey, make sure out there, love yourself. Do your thing. You're a black man. Stand up, stand up. Be proud."
Yeah.
Is she giving me black love, or she's giving me her love?
It sounds like she's giving you advice. She's not giving you black love. Black love is already in you. It's how you get it out of you, because it's in you. It's born in you. It's in you. So someone can talk. Someone from a other 1% race cannot talk to you and say, "I need for you to do this to bring out your black love." It's how can you tell me how to bring out something that I was born with? You can coach me if you studied the culture or studied the history of it, but you can't, tell me or show me. It's kind of a weird way of saying it, maybe, because it's you got to go through our struggles. You got to experience our pain, our agony, our defeats, our winnings. This is what black love is.
So black love is you would say is the commonalities that we're doing.
Yeah. It's Love Jones energy. If you ever watched the movie Love Jones, that's black love. Can you get that from 1% other? You maybe can. You know what I mean? You may get that from other cultures. I haven't seen the movie that resonates to me like that. You see what I'm saying? That's black love, doing something that resonates within you, that brings out that feeling that, oh my God, you know what I mean? I'm heads over heels. I'm in heaven, and just joy and admiration. Your eyes just glowing. You got that soul glow, appearance when you're walking through the
Oh,
door.
you man, you feeling it, ain't you? You feel a little tingle in your chest,
laying on
don't you?
heavy.
Yeah.
You said laying on heavy. I'm gonna lay it on thick. Here you go.
I got you. You know.
You
So
can see the sun shining through your Jerry juice a little bit. Shit, ain't nobody else can do that, man.
So nothing but the love between two black partners, huh? Can bring that.
That's
That's
the feeling of
soul glow.
essence. That soul glow, man. You tell me where you can get that from somewhere else. Can you copy that, right, and paste that somewhere?
Well, I'm about. So man, I will. Hold on. Keep talking, man.
Okay. So just think about what the hell is black love is the question that's being asked. But we think about black love. I already talked about it's an act of resistance. It's a healing practice. It repairs the generational trauma caused by racism, colonization, and systematic oppression.
now
Spiritual.
what the hell that mean? Break it down in regular terms, because I'm not.
It's a healing practice. You get love from each other to repair what you've experienced in the past when you're connected. We talk about all the time breaking generation curses. That's one way to do it, is get that black love, that experience from it. It's kind of hard to replicate that somewhere outside of our blackness.
Well, so I'm trying. What happens? My comments don't acting kind of funny. My fingers ain't showing me black love right now.
Okay.
So
Are
that's
you
what I'm
googling that?
No, just trying to put some stuff in the chat, and it ain't acting right.
Oh, well, you keep doing it. I'm gonna keep talking. But again, black love is a reflection of culture. The way black people express love through food, soul food, through music, R&B, through their touch, their language, the slang, and the loyalty we have when we are connected. That's black love. I'm waiting on you, Marcus.
Oh yeah, I'm coming because these comments are coming. So matter of fact, read some of the comments real quick because these comments are flying. I love it.
So we got one from Hardcore Healing Pen, and it says, I do believe it's a shared experience and dynamic. It's the molding and blending of those experiences and loving, nurturing, and healing each other. We got one from Akeisha Washington. I think that what make it black love, though, we're able to relate to each other's experiences. That is so true. So true.
So I'm gonna start. This is why I'm gonna get serious. I'm not gonna get serious, but I am gonna get kind of serious for a moment.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that last comment. I think it's what makes it black is black love is tough. We're able to relate each other experiences.
Yeah.
Earlier, I asked you what is black love in 2025. One of the things about black love in 2025 is no longer a struggle. I'm starting to see, and it becoming to my attention.
Yeah,
it's also the traumas, the unhealing. This is what black love is unfortunately transforming into in 2025.
Okay.
Where we're not promoting the struggle to succeed, but the toxic to tear down. So what the fuck is black love now? You see what I'm saying?
Is that just a part of the culture that you're seeing, or is it something that's represented as a whole? Because I could see in 2025 exactly what you're stating. And then on the flip side, I know two people will dearly who are not representing of that. They are representing of black love. So we're taking a minute sample and we cannot apply it to the entire culture.
So I like that, and I'm not trying to be negative. I'm trying to be enlightening.
Of course.
because these are things that's being brought to me, and I have to address them because I'm not here to answer. We're here for discussion.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
seeing more bullshit than love,
Mm.
and the bullshit is being mistaken for what love is.
Oh,
And all the definition that we say what black love is, the struggle, the experiences.
yeah.
Why the fuck would I want to experience that? The bullshit. And this is not right what I'm about to say, but I don't give a fuck.
Hmm.
If I have another race who won't let me do that bullshit, even though they're probably not really down for me,
Hmm.
the fantasy, the bullshit being gone,
Yeah.
why would I care about black love?
Mm. You're making a point here.
No, I'm on a soapbox at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, things that's being brought to my attention of what black love and black excellence should be
Hmm.
is not showing up. Here at DAR, we are trying to promote the authenticity, whatever, we know the fuck word I mean, of
There you go. Authentic. Sure.
of the black love and the black culture.
Hmm.
For us to speak about black love, I have to speak about some of the negative transformations and mistaken identities of what black love is.
Yes.
Giving my love to another is a black love, in my opinion, not really, because it can't reciprocate in the form of definitions or reciprocate at the very core, the melanin beauty that we have of our culture.
Hmm.
The melanated beauty we have of our culture.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we have issues where we're not staying, and I'm gonna talk about men because I am a man,
Hmm.
that we're not living up to the black love standard. You know, my wife and I had a talk last night, and she stirred some shit up to me in me. And I kind of ponder on a lot of this and shit. And and believe it or not, I communicate better on this fucking microphone, getting his words out, because I'm the MC of this motherfucking dog program. When women are scared of black men or not feel protected by the natural line, though, the real line of this world.
Yeah.
How can I be black love if I can't? We're supposed to protect, but if I can't protect somebody's feelings in a point where they could feel safe. You see what I'm saying? Black love. Let's think about love in general. If somebody love you, or saying love you, they watching out for you. They got your back and all this and that.
Yeah.
Now the twisting of it is, how can we do in this love state? Saying I'm doing all this and you don't feel it, and my partner don't feel it. Same thing with the women's side. Black love comes from a woman as well.
Yeah.
We were just saying, what was one of the first things you saying about making feeling, how to make a man feel this or that person feel like this? Like, yeah, how can I beat my chest if she ain't got my back? What I'm beating my chest for?
So true. Yeah.
But I can beat my chest, and this is wrong. I'll beat my chest to intimidate somebody. And when we intimidating somebody, unfortunately, it's aimed at the wrong person, being a black female, and we call this love. Is that black love or just no? It's not.
Love.
It's transforming to that. I want black love. What the fuck is black love? What the hell is black love? The title. What the hell is black love? We need a true understanding of what black love is. Is it an emotional state between two black partners? Is it a feeling that at least one black person can give to another person? Can it be two others who identify with the black culture and the black struggles, who say this and that and all this? can that be black love? You know, because we know there's others others cultures who want to be black, because being black is a powerful thing. It's probably one of the realest things on earth that we don't know how to tap into. Hell, I don't know how to tap into it. Let me get on these comments. I got on my soapbox. My bad, dog.
That's good, man. That's good. That's that fire. That's what we need. This is how we come over the top right here. This is how we show that black unity, that black love. You heard it directly from Marcus, the man himself, the MC of DAR, Data Affirm the Real.
Well, I talk a little shit, but
I ride shotgun on that.
I put a little knowledge with it, but damn, these are questions.
But when you indicate those questions come out to you, hold on here, we got some comments. We have work to do, and we must speak about it so we can heal and thrive. And that is a great comment, because that is the next course of action from what Marcus was stating. We can discuss, debate the topics that are presented in 2025, but we must apply that so those that are out there in the ether can hear. Now, what we're doing here is putting a podcast that can be listened to on Spotify, Amazon Music, and probably some other platforms. And that is how you spread the music, because someone is listening and they may just run by the page and grasp a glimpse of the podcast, and it can change your lives, because we can't physically go out to each person in America, but we can do it through the airwaves. It's a broader range, a broader spectrum to reach others.
Exactly. You know, we do got work to do.
Yeah.
But we don't, we always say we got work to do. How about when do we start saying, I'm actually doing the work?
We're already doing that.
Are we? We're trying to,
but we're doing it.
We're not doing the best at it, but we're doing something.
We're doing something because within our control, because we still got to work, we still got to take care of things. I mean, if we were philanthropists that could spend 20 hours a day doing that, we could apply more to the cause. But we are doing this after we come from 8 hours of work, after we dealt with family time. So we're doing as much as possibly can without burning yourself out. You still have to allow yourself the time to think, to create, to cultivate, to come up with shows and topics as such. It's just not we're not robots, we're not 24/7. So you still have to have a little bit of downtime to do these things, but we are doing it. Yes, we probably can do more, but we still have to do within what we are able or capable of doing.
Right. So yeah. I hear you. And so I like this saying, sometimes we got to do more than we're capable of. And the first step, how you say, you can't take care of others, you take care of yourself. And and I'm guilty of doing that. I'm way guilty of that shit, trying to take care of others before I take care of myself. And that's one of the things I'm need work on. But we have to recognize we got to recognize our problems so we can accentuate black love again. Mm-hmm. We see the movies as black love. Matter of fact, I watched this. Real life black love. Give me some examples.
Me?
Everybody. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Do you do black love shit? You'll say yes, but I ain't talking about you.
Well, just saying, if you look at family, I'm just looking at my family. We have black love. If we are going to make a meal, we're inviting everybody to eat. If somebody's a passerby, you come over and get your plate too. We are showing our love through food that way. We have a big family, so we always come 9-10 deep. There's no skimming here. You can take your own 3-4 plates if you want to. We're showing black love that way through our ways of cooking and giving out to the community. That's one way we do it.
Right on. So yeah, so that is black love at some of its finest, and that's part of our culture is showing love through food. Unfortunately, our food come with diabetes, but hey, that's another whole nother subject. But hey, um, yeah, but
Moderation.
those are except what I did love about your comment was your example of black love was centered locally to people that's attached to you.
Mhm.
You didn't say black love was people out there. Black love was out there with this celebrity, Denzel Washington, or black love is this person. No, Angela Bassett and her husband, black
Mhm.
love. The Obama black. You started at home,
Yeah,
so kudos.
that's where we can get it from.
And that's
Get it
that's
from.
what that's
Yeah.
what the first and best example of our black love should come from.
This is you bring up a good point, but check this out. It goes even deeper. This is where it's rooted at for me. Seeing my grandma and grandpa dancing in the kitchen at age 75.
Man, that's beautiful.
That's black love. To some whatever it was, some Marvin Gaye. What you want to put on, right? Some Isley Brothers on a Sunday morning. You get up. That's black love. That's where it starts at in the family. I mean, you indicated that it may have fallen off a tad bit, but it's still there. But again, I'm only speaking from my experiences of my family. You say Angela Bassett, Denzel Washington. I can't speak for them because I don't know those people. So I can see them on TV, but I can't sit here and say with precision as to what they're doing. But I can speak from what I know personally.
Yes. Hold on. Then I'm
Yeah.
gonna get a few more comments up here.
Here we go. Here,
So
this is from Lady Shy. Was growing up. What did it say? She said she was dated outside of her race and culture, and when it comes to romance, there's something about being and connected with a black man. Right on. The Afro pick. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We gonna get Afro pick from somebody else for that. Yeah, come on.
All right.
Can't get
So
the same haircut.
another comment. Hold on, because I'm having a tough time bringing comments up. I'm gonna read them out.
Yeah.
So, hardcore healing pain coach, aka Babe. Black love is me and Marcus. Hey. Black
Hey.
love is my aunt and uncle when I was growing up. Man, that's like when you saying that beautiful picture. I could just see at 80 years old this dancing in the kitchen. Man, that's some magical shit.
Yeah, it's magical shit, man.
That to me is that to me that's I could think that is black love because that magical feeling that you see, like that's what I want to be. That's the that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. All right, so Kia says says something late said it's just something about a brother. Tall brother, black brother. All right, I don't know how to. I'm doing my Shamika. I don't know. I'm just fucking up all the words. All right. As far as community, I want to see us all succeed. Right on.
Yeah.
Picture me, MK. Black love to me is the connection and history that mixing culture and can learn, but doesn't come natural. I gotta read that again.
There we go.
Black love to me is the connection and history that's mixing cultures can learn and doesn't come. Man,
You got to post that. You better type that up on Twitter fingers. Put that
like,
for.
First of all, I told my wife I ain't typing shit else the rest of it because I almost didn't get me a wife the way I type. Shit, no.
But yeah, that's a great comment. You said picture MK. You say that. That's
Yeah.
handle
Picture me,
name.
MK.
Picture me, MK. Okay.
Yeah, the best photographer in Dallas.
Indeed, great person to work with. But that is very, very great. Centered on what we talking about here, black love. Speaking life into each other when the world is loud and negative. Black existence. You can't find it nowhere else. You can, but not in the same aspect of our blackness.
So what I'm discovering with all this and the definition of black love, it's a magic. It's a connection. It's a feeling. not necessarily, in the not necessarily an experience, but the connection of
Yeah.
the spiritual connection of the ancestors.
That part.
You know, this is a shout out to somebody. She knew who I'm talking about. It's a connection from our ancestors and not our forefathers.
There we go. Man, that's deep. Marcus speaking philosophical over there. He got his
I told you I'll get on this thing. I get a whole different personality.
There you go, man. That's supposed to, man. You got to bring it out. You said we gotta one up them. So here we go.
Yeah. We're gonna bring our funk.
Yeah.
So what the hell is black love? We at the end of this show, we're gonna have some sort of true definition of date affirm the real definition of black love.
Yeah.
Can I give my black love away? Do I have to earn my black love? How about that? That's a question. Do I have to earn my black love?
Do you have to earn it? Ooh, that's a good question.
I'm asking a question out there, everybody in the audience. Do you have to earn your black love, or is it a God-given right to get black love from somebody as being black?
I think you would have to earn the black love of your partner, the respectable black love of your partner. That is what matures it to become the epitome of black love. It's just earning that respect. It's not going to be just given to you because it's two black people get together and you assume that it just somehow overnight it just mesh. You have to earn the respect of that person through your loyalty, spirituality, through honor. You may have some shared history there that brings you closer to connect on that level.
So I like what you're saying. I do think you have to earn your right to give, to receive black love, but you also have to learn to recognize how to give it and give it properly. Recognize that connection that you can't, one of the things that when I say men we're messing up at, and I'm guilty of it because I did it all the time. We're looking for a physical connection as a substitution of a spiritual connection. We rather fuck something than love something.
Man, Reverend Marcus is speaking to the congregation. He said, close them doors. Lock them doors.
We'll put the cash up later in the program.
He got an ATM in the back. He's about to roll it down the aisle. He's going to donation because he is speaking the truth. Yeah, say that again, man. That is so powerful. Say that again, sir.
Yeah, we rather fuck something than love something.
Man, I could. Yeah, see, I'm not gonna go too deep, but that is when a man can make that change. That is when he becomes the living example of his spiritual ancestors, because now he's tapping into what he's connected within his roots. You're not just out there doing 2025 shit. You're doing what needs to be done.
Now that's so true. Now, especially now, can I love through the downsides, the downturns?
Yeah.
So my babe, in her infinite wisdom, one of her criteria is to be a true friend. I don't want me to put your business out there in the street, babe, but this is the real. One of her things is for her to really determine if you're going to be a true friend, you got to go through some shit. She always said to be a real, she's one for a real friend, you got to go through some shit with her. Can we go through some arguments and disagreements and still be friends?
Yes, of course.
And that's one of the things that's what was that's love. Like, hey,
Yeah.
that thing, I can't. Okay, it's the real again coming out. I have some type of medical or physical condition where I can't have sex for 6 months with you. Are you going to leave me? Is what we doing solely based on the physical?
Mm.
Can I and I bring it back? Can I date you without having sex with you?
Mm.
Where's the priority of sex in relationship to what love is? Yeah, I mean, I love sex and it's a part of a relationship. Don't get me wrong. That's a major part. But can black love exist without the the strings of sex? That spiritual connection, it's a spiritual connection from the skins or the spirit.
Mm.
These are
Wow.
questions these are things I just think about sometimes. Like, yo,
And
these
those are
just
great
come to my
questions.
head.
Those are great questions. I can't answer those because if we're thinking about connecting with someone without having sex, that has to be a healthy partnership where the understanding is love. I mean, because you love we if you're with someone, you're married or you're dating or your partnership, whatever it may be, how would you split up the difference between sex in the morning and love at night? Love in the morning, sex at night. Is it any dynamics between the two? Because this is questions that Marcus is proposing because we have to understand we not going into this thinking about sex, but we having a healthy partnership. We want more than that. We want that love. But it's 5 in the morning. You're not necessarily always making love.
So you're right. With 5 to 1, we always making love. But the fact of rolling over and getting a little cuddly in.
There you go. We got some comments. These comments thing. This thing is, man. We had a ticker on here, boy. I'm telling you, we hit 4,000 here. We gotta go through some of these comments. Let's see what we're getting here at. Okay. Hardcore Healing P and say y'all showing out the gents and y'all in y'all comments. Man, it's so good. Another one is because it's a test of forgiveness. If I cannot forgive you and you cannot forgive me, we ain't meant to be. My opinion and experiences for sure. Lady Shy, sex is secondary. Connecting and connection is not necessarily copulating. Wow. Connecting and connection. I like that. That's great. That's great. Missy Weber, intimacy, connection. That's good. Good shit. Like all those.
Yeah. So we know, and we in one of the early episodes of Dar, when Babe and I was doing this,
Yeah.
you know, we had the comment, we had the topic about sex versus intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially set me straight. You know, intimacy and sex, two different things. Intimacy don't have to involve bang, bang, bang.
Correct.
You know,
you're right. Cuddling, holding, kissing, caressing. Do too much of that though. I'm gonna be wanting something.
and that's cool to want some. I mean, I would imagine she wants you to want some.
Yeah.
But that touching and all that, that's cultivating that connection.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're cultivating that connection.
Indeed.
So Keisha Watson says sex isn't the only form of intimacy. That emotional maturity and willingness to learn and do more is what drives someone to want sex. If that is missing, there is no desire for sex.
So
right
true.
on.
So true.
You know, we are cultivating this black love through this connection, through intimacy. Through this intimacy, it can lead to the strongest connection of especially the spiritual.
Hmm.
We are making our own experiences. We are fulfilling that picture of what black love is.
Mm.
Now we have to also put a caveat on that. We're trying, we want to paint a perfect picture. There's no the best picture, the best picture has flaws.
Exactly.
The most expensive diamond is gonna have a flaw.
Yeah. Good point.
But it's still gonna be hard and shiny. It's still gonna be a masterpiece.
It's going to be perfect in our eyes.
Exactly. What you talking about? What ain't, it may not be perfect, but it's perfect for me.
Yeah, there you go.
There you. These. Love breed love says, speak to your partner's love language. Right on.
There you go.
So I love the magic that is coming. That I don't want to say. I almost don't want to say black love is by the skin tone, but I damn sure think the skin tone is a gateway to it. This thing of being black is a gateway to the magic of black love.
Hmm.
Especially in hard times. I think hard times is where you see black love, true black love, vibrate, irradiate, or shine. But I need us to understand black love doesn't mean that we can tear each other down and call it love.
Should not. Cannot.
Right. I need to understand the difference between positivity, uplifting, and encouraging of one another.
Yeah.
Instead of just us feeding the ego. Because I ain't wrong with the ego. I got it. But I'm going through my tribulations of checking that shit sometimes.
Stand on business.
Right. But I need my ego is a good thing to have. But I need it to be a pillar for this thing we're defining as black love.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let my ego say, hey, I'm doing the best I can for the woman I love. That's how I'm gonna feed my ego.
There you go.
It may not be the right thing all the time, but I'm gonna let my ego just something say I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna let my ego say I should be able to listen to my partner.
Of course.
Like I said, I'm not doing it all the time, but there's gonna be times
you have to be emotionally available.
Yeah. We have to let all outside. So you ever been in some like this submerging tanks where like put you like some salt water and you float a float tank? That's it. You ever been like a float tank?
Nah, I don't do water, man. So that's all I don't do water. Yeah, I had a horrible experience when I was 8, and that has traumatized me, and I'm fine without getting in the pool. So
you do take showers, right?
Oh yeah. See, I mean, we talking about deep water. Anything over 6 feet, I'm not in that.
All right. So in the float tank, it's probably like 2 feet of water.
Okay. No,
But what they do is they put you in this pod, like 2 feet of water. You float, not like 2 feet of water.
Yeah.
And that pod takes all sight and sound away from you.
Oh.
So it makes you feel like it should make you feel like you're floating.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah. So, my experience was, I went to sleep.
Well, it sounds like it's relaxing.
Yeah. I slept good. I paid money to go to sleep. I could stay my ass in bed, but my point is, we got so many environmental factors out here, and it can actually distract us from the magic of Black love. This we have this melanin gateway to something magical, and all these environmental factors and cultural things it can
stereotypes.
It can stop us, or it can make us stronger through experiences.
Yeah,
but we have to understand how to do this.
And in regards to understanding that, let me ask you, when did you get that knowledge? Was it something that you just picked up when you got out of high school? Was it something that was laying on the side of the road when you hit 35? Or through time and those experiences, you gradually became wiser and more knowledgeable and more understanding of what this Black love is?
So subconsciously, I think I experienced Black love through my parents. There's certain things are going through things together. They had arguments here and there, but it was never like this or that. Looking at pictures, and through experiences and a couple of TV shows here and there, I started, and those are my coachings is cultivating me to understand the potential and the power of how I can love, making wrong choices and learning from choices, and most important, making mistakes and learning from your mistakes.
Yeah,
is leading to the love of understanding Black love. Having the right partner to grow with, to block, to grow the rose of a Black love.
Yeah,
is probably the most important. Who has their experiences, who has the ability to nurture the love. Understanding how to navigate this melanin gateway of this wonderful thing.
Yeah.
One of the, so when my dad died, you and I through his passing, you see how much love people have for him. Can I say honestly, will I have that much love when I go? Now here go my traumas. And this is just coming up to me. This is coming up to me now as I'm talking.
Yeah.
Will I have that love? Do people remember me that way? Will my wife, heaven forbid, I go, that feeling of a part of me is gone, and to say, hey, to an offspring, I wish Marcus was here to meet you. Now, those are the things that examples of Black love to me. Or, not it's the love in the present, but the glory of the memory as well. So how you remember somebody is an example of how much a love can be. I gave some of these. I gotta get back to my job.
You got some more comments?
Yeah.
We got some comments here. Speak to your partner's love language. Hardcore Healing Pen says, I would love to have guests on that are of diverse connections. Let us know if you're interested because we want to talk with you. Lady Shy says, yes, diverse love. Love Bria Love says, I'm curious if there's anyone else who hadn't seen an example of Black love growing up. That's a great question. That's a great question. And what did that example look like to those that experience that Black love?
Yeah. I mean, I could imagine there's a lot of people out there who have never seen.
Or there's a difference because when you're talking about what 2025 Black love looks like, for some, they see it as different than what 1975 Black love may have been because it was a different era.
Oh,
We were all connected through the struggle. Now it's more open, free world, and everybody's independent, so they're doing things different. And like you said, they lost the connection somehow. We got to get back to that.
Man. Then, and another thing, that era, which we're getting away from it, but the era of the single parent household where one parent wasn't even around to see. And so how can the child not seeing that love in house?
Yeah.
Growing up, I had people like surprised that even as a adult, surprised my parents were still married.
Yeah, that's definitely a lost art. As we've gotten older, we see a lot of single household. The way system and society is set up, sometimes it almost pushes the norm of that, and we got to get back to two persons households,
And,
man and female.
Right. And even if we don't get to first household, we just need to show the example of how at the very, at the lowest level, the cordialness or the communication and the cooperation between two parents.
That part. You're right.
Allowing
you're right.
love.
Yeah.
Oftentimes,
co-parenting.
Right. Oftentimes we see there's such a negative side of it, of when two parents are no longer together. From everything from especially talking about the other parent to the child. We always talk about a child's place. A child's place not to hear that shit. That's a child's place.
Ooh, that's a whole nother topic for another conversation. I'm about to share notes on that. But you bring up a good point, because I remember with me and my kids and their mother, when we had separated, we had to have a discussion to co-parent and set aside our differences, set aside our bitterness, and do what's best for the child so they can still feel that love from both parents, even though we were not under the same roof. We had to, I can't pick him up today, you're going to have to pick him up. I can't pick her up today, you're going to have to take her to school. You have to share those commonalities to make sure the child understands and gets to the point in life where they are able to sustain on their own. And I think sometimes that is missing, because whatever issue it may be, we have, especially men, I had to swallow my pride. I had to put that masculinity to the side and say, this is what's best.
Man. Yeah. And that masculinity is a big ass pill to swallow.
Yeah.
You got to chew it for a couple minutes to swallow that thing.
Oh yeah. There's still within that co-parenting, there are still boundaries that one should respect and heed too, but it can work, and it can work as beautiful as two parents in a house. May
Yeah.
not be the same level, but it can work.
Right. And that just this is what we are. I mean, we're going to include that into our definition of black love, the emotional intelligence
Hmm.
to handle
Yeah.
certain situations.
I said to myself, somebody has to be the bigger parent, right? So if that's becoming emotional intelligent, then yes, that's what I would chalk it up to. But you can't be two fools, running the show.
Yeah.
Somebody got to be the ringleader.
Ain't nobody gonna pay for that circus.
That circus is already shipped off to the next town.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
hardcore healing pain coach Dave says, I've honestly been shocked to hear about those who grew up with two parents, mostly because of my experiences. It may be projection, but it always shocks me.
Mm,
She comes back and says, I believe it made a difference in our marriage our marriage also.
mm, it's good.
Yeah, we remember I say remember you used to ask your parents, they tell you do something,
Mm.
and then you know what remember the basic answer was?
Why?
No, the basic answer was because I told you so.
Oh yeah, that part. Right? Because I said so. Because
Yeah,
I'm
because I
mama.
said so,
Or I'm dad.
and
Yeah, questioning our parents.
yeah.
I
But
gotta. Yeah, go ahead.
we need to question. We need to question certain things. Like one of the things I really didn't do, I know I didn't do, is question my parents on, hey, why y'all chose each other?
Mm,
I might have heard a couple of stories here that wasn't positive, but those are stories. That's not my experience. But why y'all stay with each other? Why y'all here? Why y'all go for each other? Why y'all love each other still? What is making y'all whole?
that's more in-depth, intelligent conversation if you're having that with your parents. I can't even conjure up saying that question to my parents. It was just something I didn't think about, but you're bringing out it's a different age. Kids are becoming more intelligent to what they see, and they are questioning it. So it's important that we break down the dialogue so they can be able to digest what they're seeing and understand it, because it's whatever we're doing as parents, it can affect them as children.
Mm-hmm. And we have to break the cycle of, because have you ever told your kids? Because I told you to.
Yeah.
That's
And
yes.
you bring up a good point, because as my kids got older, I can have these conversations with them that they may have seen as troublesome when they were younger. And when we sit down and have these conversations from time to time, it lets me know that I was not at my best then. And I can emotionally say that and hope that they understand that I was doing what I thought based on how I was raised, what was correct. Now, getting older and getting wiser, you see that sometimes the choices that we made or some of the things that we said were not always correct. And hopefully you can repair that with your children and make things better so they can have a better understanding. And so when they have kids, they won't repeat the same cycle. So that's something that I have done, because it was never a discussion between my parents and me or my sibling as to the conversations I have with me and my kids. It's someone had to start it somewhere.
I imagine will make your kids feel great because your kids are adults now.
Yes.
Tell them that I
Yeah.
wasn't at my best.
Yeah.
The best thing I did, my best was loving you, but the
Mhm.
other things I did wasn't the best.
Correct.
I know that now.
Yeah.
They probably make them feel good.
Yeah.
They gonna love you regardless, at the end, and if it is something that, and if you think they're gonna forgive you, most likely, unless you or something, because I don't think you was that type of person.
Mhm.
And they might even think about it to the extent. What we want, we want our children to experience the black love between a partner, the
Mhm.
black love between a parent and a child,
Mhm.
the black love between a neighbor.
Yeah.
Remember that black love when a neighbor can get you in trouble by
Oh, yeah.
you from them areas, they
The
had pretty
whole
much had the right
community.
they could tap you on that ass.
I know your mama, so
Yeah, I know your mom. Yeah,
yeah. I know your daddy. You don't want me to go home and tell them. So yeah,
right.
I've heard that too many times.
The
Growing up.
experience where the lady across the street is on the phone looking out her door, talk with that long ass phone cord, calling your mama across the street and telling what you did, and
Yeah.
she looking at you and looking out that door, looking at you, and as they talking to each other about what you did.
Yeah. We got to get back to that because that is a long lost tradition, that being that friendly with your neighbor. But we don't always live in the same communities of those that we were raised with, right? People move
Right.
up and they move away. So that experience is a long lost art. But just for you saying that, man, I remember my grandmother's house, and right across the street was the school principal. I went to a elementary school called Black Shear. It was not segregation, but it was just almost borderline because we had two different elementaries. It was black on the black side of town and then the other on the other side of town. It wasn't until we got upper in grades that they started going to one school. But the name of the school was Black Shear. It had a black principal. He stayed across the street from my grandmother, and he knew everybody in the family. He knew all my uncles, my aunts, my sisters, my brother. And so anytime somebody screwed up, he was on you. And he said, if you don't get it right, I can just go around the street and tell your grandmother, and she's going to tell your mother. So you make a choice. I was on my P's and Q's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's good. And that's good. Shy says they respect you when you admit to mistakes. Black love.
Yeah, indeed. You got to admit and you got to accept your faults and your shortcomings. You can't sit there and be like, and be ignorant to the fact. You can't do that.
All right. So
yeah,
we about that. We're closing it down. And so after this hour-long discussion, black love. Give me Don Junior Lily's definition of black love.
My definition: black love is both the survival and celebration of the spirit. It's powerful because it still exists despite everything that's up against us. That's my definition of black love.
Right. So I want to take your black love, put it with mine as well. I use the word melanin gateway.
Okay.
To the magical moments of the connection, the respect, the experiences that share, and the experiences and memories that's made with that black love. What is called black love. Black love is a spirit of its own that can be hard to catch, but it also could be, it is also beautiful to watch. And when you're able to touch it, you'll feel a magic that is something that words don't fully explain, but the smile fully shows. That's me in black love.
There you go.
So
that is black love.
That is black love. And with that being said, I think we did our thing tonight.
Yeah, we hit the points. We've got some folks out there a little teary-eyed, probably get you some tissue and wipe that away and get back at it. But
Pop a salt tablet.
yeah. Yeah, that was a good show, man.
It's an awesome show. So I think next time is the ladies again. Ladies, we're coming on. We on your heels. But we look, but just like Black Love, you making us better.
Yeah.
And thank y'all. So make sure you subscribe, share, and like this. This content is what we're trying to do to make everything better.
Indeed.
And we talked about Black love, like they say back in the day. One love.
One love.
One love. I'm Marcus.
And I'm Junior. Peace.